Hey y'all, this is Sam. Thanks for joining me today. I got these two unfortunate CGC unboxing that I just received back from, of course, Sarasota. Where else would it come back from, right? Uh, Today we're talking about Purple Label and Purple Label Galore. So it's an unfortunate thing that I received these label. I I'm not kinda, I am disagreeing with what I'm receiving. But hey, what can we do, right? What CGC bless us with their grading is what we end up with on book, unless we resubmit it back to them again, hopefully for something better, maybe. Or the alternative, CBCS or PGX, right? So I'm a CGC fanboy since the get-go when it comes to collecting graded comic book, and I'm gonna stick with them. Even through rough and unfortunate time, right? That's just part of the game. So let me share some bit and pieces with you about this submission. I submit three different grade criteria: the modern, the vintage, and the ultimate. No, not ultimate. Excuse me. Don't think of ultimate foil. The unlimited value. So unlimited value, modern tier, and the vintage. That's the three new grading tier that they have right now with CGC. Um, I knew there was something going on in a bad way when they received it in my package when I shipped to them. They listed the very following day, and on the unlimited value, they held on to it for 9 days before they graded. And of course, they shipped within 2 days afterward. Those 3 times this year that I did submit the unlimited value, basically they processed it. They listed it, and they'll process and ship it within 2 days time. And that's the same goal with the old way, the walkthrough, the $5,000 value or more. Sometimes they do it and ship it the very next day or within 2 days at max. But this time around, my unlimited value, they held on to it for 9 days. So, there's something in my gut feeling like they trying to arrive at something that is not good to me on my end. I'm sorry, yeah. The grading they're gonna give out is not gonna be good or pleasant on my end. So let me let me put this out. Let me put this out of the way. So let me share with you what I received in the last 3 submitting to CGC before this submission, of course. Some of the grade I got back were very unpleasant, as you can see. Purple label, yep, purple label. We don't like purple label, even though we have to be honest. Of the cleaning, pressing, and all the hoopla that hit the comic book collecting hub or market, or however you want to call it, us. Yeah, we all do the dry cleaning and pressing and whatnot, right? In our basement, in our home. Here, I do it at my shop. And in our spare time, hey, let's crack a book and let's try to improve the grade on it. The last 5 years, I must admit, great success, unbelievable success. We have I have submit book and come back where I have to say no. This is such a great valuable book. I'm not gonna put it back on the market. I'm gonna put it in my safekeeping, store away at the bank vault. You know, that's what I do. All my personal belonging, all my personal comic book collection, I just stash away at the local bank vault. And you know, of achieving all the success on the cleaning and pressing, I got addicted to YouTube on how even further clean and press. And guess what? I believe like in the last 3 years, there's are several great, what would you call them? I guess you would call them our conservatives or whatever you want to call it. They do the waterfall, washing, the deacidifying bath, the wipe clean with solution, different type of solution on the surface. And hey, you know what? I'm a big fanboy of all those guys. I admire them. They bring new way and new method that I don't see, you know, since I was a kid collecting comic book for 40 some odd years, collecting comic books. I'm like, wow, you know, I thought press and clean, just wipe off with a tissue paper and put under a thick, heavy book, and that would solve the problem, you know, before this heat press coming in that I learned about what, 5 years ago, which does magic. The heat press, you have to admit, just the heat press alone just does great magic for pressing and cleaning books. I don't have to tell you that. But here's the thing. After learning how to do, after applying these new method of water cleaning covers, it does magic. I mean, what is foxing or light foxing anymore? I mean, irrelevant. Clean it, gone. You right? Let me show you some of the example, 3 of the example I have. These are, I submit 3 different times, from 3 different times, and see my CGC are hitting my higher price book. Yes, that's so let me rephrase that. They only pick out the most priciest book in that batch of books that I sent to them, and single them out like cover clean. So here's my first one that I got back earlier this year. No, hold on. This was the end of last year, the very end of last year, like in December 2022. There you go. Ghost Rider. Beautiful book. Beautiful book. Clean, clean, clean. No smudges. No dust. No dust shadow. No foxing. None of that. Nice creamy white color page. Just beautiful. But you know, I have to admit, this did go through the deacidifying bath, and also I rinsed it for a good hour under, I guess, a waterfall of running water, constant running water, to wash everything off. It took off everything. No dust, no debris, no nothing. I mean, just a beautiful, beautiful book, as you can see. You know, the spine tick that was there before go. Okay, I didn't add any or make any worse damage to it. Okay. On the back side, you can't see because of the white border background, of course, but on the front side, the black, it show 8.5, but as you can see, it's an 8.5 with the gray stripe, the Conserved label. And I'm like, what the heck is a Conserved label? Read up on it, okay. It's basically no more, no less than a purple label. I'm not sure why they would just leave it as a purple label and be done with it. It's a, right here, conservation include cover clean. I don't want to go into the argument of cover clean. We clean our cover in many multiple ways, be it the eraser, the absorbing, that Mr. Clean Magic White, which I don't use, but you know, I see a lot of people on YouTube use that. But you know, heartbroken. Beautiful copy. I wish this was a solid blue, but hey, I did it, they flagged it, and I accepted it. Okay, let's move on. So I didn't give up on the wet clean. Here you go, my second, my first submission this year that came back as a purple label. Yeah, this awesome Tale of Suspense. 1964, that's a very, very old book. But after, like I say, the same process of acid bath and the waterfall cleaning, look how beautiful this book came out to be. Nice, no blemish, no oxidation, no floxing, no nothing. But hey, you know, that's not true to the book. I'm fine with that. They flag a purple label. It hurt, but I had to accept it. First Black Widow. You can stay with me. Be part of my personal collection. It's a beautiful cover to look at. Oh, by the way, I'm a cover collector first before anything else. I love cover. Outstanding cover. If I can afford it, it'd be in my pocket, or you know, be part of my collection. I love them. And here's the last one from the last batch that I submitted back in October of this year, about 2 months ago, that I received back. This is gonna be a hurting. And before I show this book to you guys are probably gonna say, "You idiot, you deserve that." That's the kind of hard hitting that you deserve for doing what you're doing, you know, doing the cover clean and unnecessary steps that are not favorable to most fans in the comic book hobby collecting. But hey, show and tell. Yeah. 8.0 purple label. Restoration include cover clean and interior lightning. I'm not sure how they tell this was a cover clean. Looked very natural to me in all aspects. I did minimal work on this. I did the wet wipe and the light treatment of the peroxide treatment. That's all I did to this one. I didn't soak the book or anything. I'm sorry, soak the cover in water or anything. Just a wipe and some peroxide and UV light. And look at that, they call me out. And rightfully so, right? If I did it, that's fine. The problem I have is so many other folks are doing it. I'm a fan of, like I say, those YouTubers that show you how to do cover clean and book cleaning. And I see on their subscribe, they have thousands of subscribers. And we all understand, monkey see, monkey do. If you're a fan of something, you mimic it, right? You're gonna try to make it part of your daily ritual. I'm a fan. I admire those guys. After I see what they did, I did look at other stuff about conservation on art and documents. And on those two areas, it's acceptable. The water bath and the water washing and whatnot, they are called conservation, to preserve. But in the comic book, you know, thumbs down, no, bad boy, you should be doing that, right? So hey, that's part of it. But we, like I say, we all, I'm sorry, I wouldn't say we all. I'm saying a lot of us are doing this type of thing in our basement or at home, you know. And a lot of it go through, unfortunately, came out by CGC as blue label. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Not all cover clean and whatnot came out purple or this blue gray stripe. conserved gray. A lot of it came out blue label. So who's to say that you say, I'm not gonna buy a purple label. Oh hell no, no way. I'm gonna buy a solid blue, universal blue. But you'll know the guy who handed that book before you, did he do any of this typical thing to the book? And should you get sent your submission per se, you send the book in and it came back as a purple because the guy before you watched it. Not you, I'm talking about the guy before you. And you can argue to CGC, hey, I sent you a blue label. What the hell is going on? Why am I getting back a purple label? They don't argue with you. The label is and it stands, however they label it. Just a thought. So let me crack open these two boxes and I will show you these two boxes. I mean, this submission, this last submission that I sent in, I just went back to my basic. Dry clean with a Pentel white eraser and drafting or the art bag, eraser bag, powder. So like I said before, these books here that I submitted this time around, dry clean, the old traditional dry clean, and heat press only. None of the other shenanigan with the wet clean stuff, okay? So I see what CGC is grading them as, and a lot of these books are gonna be for sale on eBay, my eBay store. So here we go. Let's do it. All right, first one, Thor 225, 9.4. Very nice. Oh, by the way, this time around, they're giving out the thin bag originally that came with CGC slab and board here. Those thick, very thick, nice thick bag that they were using recently is not in this batch. I'm not sure they're going back to this cheaper version. Saving money, maybe? Charging us more and you save money? Oh, come on now. Anyhow, let's move on with this. Next, Conan, the Barbarian, #1. Purple label, restore. Why? Because restoration include cover clean. Like I say, I cleaned the cover, did not put any water on this, okay? Also, one thing I forgot to mention, that all these books were blue label, CGC blue label that I bought, thinking that I can bump up a gray for profit. Why not, right? Or even better, for my personal collection, whichever, however. But all these were blue label originally, bought through eBay, so from multiple sellers. I can't tell you which one's which. I have to dig out the paperwork to show, but you know, it doesn't matter. They sold to me as a blue label. I crack them, clean them, or press out any ding or bend that I think can improve on the gray, and I did that. And that's all I can do on my end, right? Everything else is up to CGC on how they put the label on. So the next one is another Heartbroker. Another Conan the Barbarian, 9.6, okay, white pages. Look at this. Beautiful, front and back. Not perfect. There's still some oxidation, foxing going on at the border. See, at the border, light browning. The front, on the white tray dress here, on the word Conan, I can still see little debris of dust, okay? Ingrained dust, that's very deep in there. The only way you get that out is water cleaning. Water cleaning would take that out in a heartbeat, okay? Yeah, I don't get it. Cover clean. You know, what is cover clean now that I question it? Is it with a dry eraser? Or are you against water cleaning? On my thought, they're against any kind of water cleaning, not dry eraser. Because if you do too much rubbing and cause color loss with a dry eraser, they will call that as, I believe, color loss, cover loss, loss of gloss, or something like that. But anyhow, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Beautiful book, and they dock it as a blue label. I mean, I'm sorry, as a purple label. All right, next one is Hero for Hire, #1. Beautiful jet black cover. Great color. Beautiful red contrast with the yellow and black. Man, nice. I have this in my personal collection, a 9.4. Awesome copy, or in my standard, awesome copy. I can't imagine the guy who holding that 9.8 out there, that elusive 9.8, man. You're one of them lucky guys. I wish I was in your shoe, right? All right, we got Adventure 57, the 7.0. Beautiful, another beautiful cover, classic. Amazing Spider-Man 51. I think this is second Kingpin. Another classic cover. Should be first Kingpin cover, I believe. It doesn't say, but anyhow, nice. Okay, another Adventure 57 at 8.5. Very nice. I'm not sure which one is a better copy. Both copy are very nice. 7.0 or 8.5. Nice either way. Yeah, these books supposed to, I'm sorry, these CGC casings supposed to lock in, but sometimes I don't trust them. All right, Adventure 48, 7.5, another beautiful cover. All right, Adventure 43, another purple label. This one say B1, slight B1. Cover clean again, cover clean. A Cat, #1, 9.0, Marvel Comics, beautiful cover. I think this should be higher. I'm probably gonna resubmit this. To me, this is gonna be at least a 9.4, if not a 9.6. Pretty harsh grading here, harsh. All right, last one of the vintage gray is Showcase 80 rather, excuse me, Showcase 80 at 9.0. I'm not too familiar with DC comic, but Phantom Stranger, we all know Phantom Stranger. I don't know this cover, I'll be honest with you. I picked it up at a great price, and there it is. Right, to my unlimited value. These are some great book here. Brave and the Bold, 9.2. Wow. 1964, huh? Imagine this was X-Men 1 instead of Brave and the Bold 54. Be a different value, different type of talk, right? But anyhow, beautiful cover. All right, House Secret 52, I'm sorry, 92 here. Here we go again. That Conserved label, the blue with the gray stripe. Why? Only CGC can tell you. I don't know why. Okay, this is a fan favorite, Scooby-Doo #1. Beautiful red, beautiful red. Awesome. Some light foxing. I wish I did the water bath right and took care of that, but then I might definitely gonna get a purple label by CGC. But then again, it seems like they give you purple label anyway, even if you don't do any water cleaning. And this will be on my eBay store. And lastly, Amazing Spider-Man 129. This is my all-time favorite cover. Don't care for 181. I mean, I care for it, but to me, this is my heart and soul right here. I have so many of these Amazing Spider-Man in my own stash, more than I can count probably. It just, when I see them and it's at the right price, I'll pick them up. $7.5. All right, so here's the thing on this this submission. All these books were CGC Blue Label. The only exception was this one. This was a CBCS Blue Label. Okay, they all were Blue Label. My only problem is, what the hell, CGC? Why are these purple label now? Okay, and one Conserved. 3 purple and 1 Conserved. What's going on with that? Like I say, dry clean only and heat press is all I did this time around. None of that other shenanigans. Is my account, my CGC account, being targeted? That's the big question. Is it being targeted? This guy in the past have a history of cleaning cover. So from now on, anything he submit, we gonna dig through it until we find something. And we don't find something, we'll dig it through again until we make something that fit the criteria. Hey, this was cover clean. Ouch. If that's the case, should I change my name, my account number, my shipping address, and just make it altogether a different person? No, I'm not gonna do that. You know, I'm a business guy. You know, name and reputation mean a lot. If you do something, you admit to it and move on. You know, we're not gonna try to cover it up or none of that. But this here, CGC have a problem on their hand. If this happened to me, I'm pretty sure it's happened to many of you guys out there also in the collecting community. Should you submitting to CGC for your personal collection, or are you in the buying and selling or trading to trade up, whatnot? This here is a big hurdle. I mean, CGC have to solve their own problem of how to detect cover clean and to call out cover clean when we absolutely did not do no such thing. Okay? Anyhow, y'all have a good Merry Christmas holiday. Some of these books can go on eBay. This one, a 9.6 Conan, purple label. I'm keeping this. You know, I love cover, and this is a beautiful cover. This is mine. This is mine. But for the most part, all of them, the rest of them are going to my eBay store. So y'all take care. Talk to y'all next time.